show, it's the post show.
Oh god, it's too much fun. Ugh.
What the dog doing? What the dog doing?
Alright, should we bring it in?
Are we not? Are we
Are we not in?
We're in.
Hold on. Hey guys. This is the post show. First ever recorded post show. Bruh. There's a few additions to the post show these days, right? For example. Okay, soft. That was a cold open. Now we're in. Welcome. If you've never watched this before, I just realized there might be people who have never seen or watched this show before because it's on the main feed. And I mean, we did release a few episodes on the main feed, like fucking what do you call it? Just from the Patreon that we were just like, oh yeah, you know.
Every now and again we have a real good one and we're like, okay, this deserves to be seen by like 5 more people.
Exactly. But now it's like 150% on. We're doing it forever on here now. So hence video, hence
Oh my god, no.
hence the soundboard that we have now. I don't know if you can actually really see it in the video, but we have a soundboard like right here on the thing in front of us. So
it's taken us like 3 hours to get this up and running,
but it's happening
now. It works exactly how we want it to.
Yeah, exactly.
What the dog doing?
I don't know, man.
What is that?
Hey, round of applause for everyone watching. This is all 12 of you. Thank you very
much. We appreciate it. Fuck work, right?
Yeah, fuck work.
I was thinking about this because for anyone who hasn't listened before, I mean, quick catch up. We like to start every podcast by saying fuck work because we're very anti work. I can't do it. I can't do the sound, man. Okay, wait, hold on.
We do both? Can you do 2 at once?
No, you can't.
No, surely there's a way. Keep talking, I'm gonna fuck with
Okay,
this.
yeah, but yeah, so we like to start off every episode fuck work. Do you reckon there's anything we could add to that list?
To fuck work?
To like
A list of things
to
like
start with, like fuck work I think is an important one.
Fuck work is an important one.
I was thinking of something simple,
that's the
like
only one, you know.
It could be the only one, you know. I was thinking maybe there could be like, you know, more contenders for the ring of it just deserves to be mentioned at the beginning of every episode. Like
I think we'll get there when we get there, you know?
Exactly. You know, what the dog doing?
Yeah, what is the dog doing? Let's ask him.
What the dog doing?
We still don't know.
What the dog doing?
Sloan reverb.
So there's 2 controls.
Yeah, I don't know what the 2 controls for. One's
I think this is
effect.
feedback and this is like delay time.
Gotcha.
So like if I go like this.
Let's experiment.
What the dog doing?
So it's like 1 repeat but long delay time.
What the dog doing?
And that is short delay time.
There you go, guys. We're learning about the SPD. We're using an SPD. It's a drum machine.
What the dog doing?
Remix. But yeah, when's the last time we've recorded a podcast?
Definitely a year ago. Got him.
Wait, we haven't even done my favorite one yet. The fucking. I've got nothing left. Left.
Oh my god, this is my favorite thing ever.
Jack's like
I'm having such a good time.
He's like a kid at Christmas right now. We've only got like 8 samples to begin with, but it's gonna get more, and it's gonna get comprehensive. Unlimited samples.
We can literally have all the samples. Did you know you can have as much as you like? And it's only gonna grow, and
Sorry, say that again, bro. What was that?
It's only gonna grow.
What the hell? Oh my god.
Can you imagine in like a year's time?
Could I?
Can you?
Can I? What am I imagining?
Like a year's time, what secrets this will hold?
Yeah, should we introduce the postcode?
No.
Save that one for the Patreon. That's a Patreon exclusive bit that we're not going to bring to the main feed.
Yeah.
Until maybe
2042.
2042. Yeah, we'll be there. How you been, man? What's been new?
Good. I'm blonde now.
Yeah, shit. True.
You wouldn't have known if
Yeah, people who were listening to it could have thought you're blonde this entire time.
Everyone who listens to this show follows me on Instagram.
Yeah. I mean, everyone listens.
No one
knows what we look like, right?
Everyone knows who we are, dude.
If you don't know what we look like, this is what we look like.
Yeah.
So you've just learnt. Congratulations.
This is my couch.
Yeah, nice. We record at Jack's house on this nice yellow. Well, it's not yellow. The blanket, the throw is yellow.
The throw is yellow. It's actually blue.
It's a pretty nice throw, but
yeah, it's nice because this couch is down, so there's like the feathers come out every now and again, and they're really sharp.
The feathers?
Like they're like duck feathers in here. Thanks. Thanks everybody. Alright, that's enough.
Oh, it's got a filter.
Yeah, so they like come out. They somehow escape their little jail, and then they poke you in the back when you're trying to have a nap. And
it's never not going to be funny.
Yeah, I just like lost track of what I was going to say.
Why,
this is too much fun. I wish we'd loaded in another 18 more samples.
Yeah, I know, right? But I mean, gotta start small. We can't let all of our tricks out the bag to begin with,
Yeah. If you have suggestions for sounds, we can put in here.
Comments. There's a comment section because we're on YouTube as well.
Oh, for real?
So if you are on YouTube watching this and going, what should we what they should have this sample, then
But only if it's funny.
Yeah. Like that one. I think the is one of my favorites for sure.
The R is the best for like the. What does this say? What does it stand for? S loop. Sample loop?
Sample loop, yeah. Could be sample loop.
Bruh.
No, which one is it?
It just sounds like it's shitting the bed, like everything's going to hell.
Yeah. Gets sent to the shadow realm.
But yeah, it's a very warm summer's day today.
It's fucking hot, dude.
Yeah, and fuck. You know what? I want to hit you with some let's get political to begin with, all right? Let's get political, Jack.
Do we want to get political on this show?
Okay, hear me out.
Okay.
Escalators, right?
Uh-huh.
You probably didn't see that one coming.
No.
Well, when I say
What doing?
when I say political, I mean political, and that's like, okay, so you're going up an escalator, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm thinking Broadway because I was just there recently.
Yeah.
Like they got the long as
I was
fuck.
picturing the same escalator.
And there's so many people on those escalators. Usually there's like a line of people just on the left who this is already like my first gripe. Like, who doesn't walk up an escalator, man? Like,
well, sometimes I don't walk up them.
I think you're crazy, man.
Well, I'm not in such a hurry all the time,
Like, I feel that, but at the same time, it's just like it's such a liminal space,
Yeah.
And I'm like, I just want to get to the other end already. Like, if I feel like if I'm standing still, I feel like, what am I doing? I could just be going,
Yeah. I walk up them sometimes.
You're a casual walker.
Yeah.
You dabble you dabble in both. No, fair enough.
Yeah.
But look, that's not what my gripe is. My gripe is when like people are just standing on the right side where people are walking.
No,
up.
I hate that shit.
That is so frustrating.
When people be standing on the right hand side, I'll be like,
behind them.
yeah.
No, I'd be behind them like.
Nothing left.
Remix.
Checking in for the remix.
But yeah, it was happening so much at Broadway like before, and it was like it got me in a tizzy. I was mad.
Got me in a tizzy.
I was just like,
Blimey.
they're all just standing there like on their phones or something, and you're like, pay attention for once.
I was talking to you about this yesterday.
Oh yeah, because of the pool.
Hey, that's another thing that we need to bring back at the start. I almost it's been so long I forgot how to do this fucking show. Is the gripe section.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like there's going to be... Because, like, you know, it's a very loose show, but there's also some mini segments that always kind of, like, find their way in.
Sometimes we gripe a little too much.
Yeah. Like, sometimes... we don't like to gripe, but, like, sometimes it just needs to be had. But I think we need to limit our gripes per episode, you know?
Yeah. Our GPE.
Gripe per episode. Yeah, GPE. We're going to keep our GPE to like at least 5 minutes, I think, you know?
Yeah, I think we need to...
I mean, at most 5 minutes, I should say.
I feel like... Keep to a minimum, because we would gripe for like 30 minutes. And it's just like, okay,
that was one of the...
we're not really making a show anymore. We're just like having a silk in front of a microphone.
Nothing left.
Oh, that's my favourite one. Hold on.
Fucking hell.
What the hell? Oh my God. No way.
Oh my God, the filter. Whoa. I think we just went into the next dimension.
Can we try and hit all of them at the same time?
Okay.
What if I put the loop
claps.
on? And I just go, if I just open palm, slap it. Oh my God.
I can't wait to see the video back of me just looking at the thing. Oh my God. Oh my God. The applause after everyone. Right?
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Yeah. Oh God, it's so funny.
What are some other things we commonly talk about on the post show? Jokes. Jokes are a big thing.
Yeah, this is like...
You said you got a few jokes prepared,
Oh,
right?
yeah, I do have a joke, actually. I have 2 jokes for you.
Yeah, I mean, we don't always have jokes. I mean, but pretty often. Fairly often.
We went through a bit. This is kind of nice, because this is like...
It's like the
introducing you to... This is like reintroducing each other to the post show.
It's like the post show Redux.
It hasn't even really been that long since we did last one.
Like maybe like 2 months ago, if that. But
yeah. But long enough where, you know, I've been busy as fuck and haven't been thinking about the post show.
Exactly.
But yeah, we went through... We had a pretty good streak of like just opening... just tell a few jokes.
Yes.
And they were great. I still tell those jokes and they still hit.
I saw the I'm gonna say this one, but like, you know, note that Jack has said this one before on a past post show.
On the previous show.
And it was you know, I keep getting the words jacuzzi. Wait, I got the word jacuzzi and yakuza confused, and now I'm in hot water with the Japanese mafia. It's so funny.
Yeah, round of applause. Yeah. I can't even claim credit for that one.
Yeah, I did see it on like TikTok or some shit, and I was like, that's pretty funny.
I heard that one from Lewis Mosley. Shout out to Lewis.
I feel like he's got a bunch of those in the bag, you know?
Yeah, I'm going to tell one that that Jack told me. Jack Kinder.
Oh, Jack Kinder.
But I'm going to tell this one first.
Okay.
So, hang on, let me just wait and see if I can... I need to, like, tell it in my head.
What the dog doing?
Talk amongst yourselves. Okay.
This is where we need the waiting music.
Yeah. We need, like, quiet chattering. We need like quiet chattering with like a house band.
Yeah.
People like clinking and like using cutlery and stuff.
That'd be nice.
There's too many. There's too much.
Bruh.
Okay, bruh. Did you hear about the dyslexic? Did you hear about the dyslexic agnostic in Insomniac? Did you hear about the one about that guy?
The dyslexic agnostic.
The dyslexic agnostic insomniac.
No.
Yeah, he stayed up all night pondering about the existence of dog.
Oh, I get it.
I get it.
Wait.
Thanks.
Agnostic? Wait, dyslexic? I don't know if
Do
I
I
do
need
get
to
it.
explain the joke to you?
I think you need to explain. Well, dog.
Okay. You know what dyslexia is?
Yes.
You know what agnostics are?
Yes.
Do you know what insomniac is?
So, dyslexic is like... He's
dyslexic. Okay. Think about the punchline.
Okay.
He stayed up all night pondering the existence of dog.
I don't get the dog part.
That's the dyslexic part.
Oh, God.
Bruh.
Oh my god. No way.
But, like, agnostic.
Yeah.
Let's get into that.
Oh, okay.
As far as I know, agnostic basically means you don't believe in a religion. Or it's not like you don't believe in religion, but, like, it's like you're indifferent to religion, I suppose. So I guess that makes the pondering existence.
I think being agnostic is you are just not sure.
Yeah, okay. So, like, unsure.
You know,
See,
did you know that we can actually look this up?
Shit, true. Like, the definition?
Yeah, like the Oxford Dictionary definition of agnostic.
Bruh.
A person who believes that nothing is known or can be known of the existence or nature of God.
Okay, so it's like the belief that anything is possible, basically.
Yeah, which I think I think I'm an agnostic.
Because I've always seen myself as an agnostic, but it's because I've seen myself as, like, indifferent to religion, you know? Like, I'm like, I don't necessarily believe in it, but, like, I can't also disprove that it wouldn't exist, you know?
I think the indifference of, like, just being indifferent to religion is separate from
Gotcha.
being unsure of the existence of a higher power. You know what I mean? Cool. I'm glad we sorted that out.
I think that makes me religious, you know? So I wouldn't say I'm agnostic anymore.
Music is my religion, dude.
I keep forgetting which one's which.
I know, it's like a surprise. Which one's 7 again?
Bruh.
Oh, bruh.
Bruh.
Why do you think I'm just hitting it so much? Because it's right here.
We need to, like, write a list down.
Yeah, like, put a sticky notes.
But then when we change page...
Oh, yeah, that's going to
You know.
fuck us. Slash.
Yeah, slash. Round of applause.
What? Okay, everything's fixed. That's a good joke. It's a thinker.
It's a real fucking thinker.
I was just like, where's the dyslexic part fit in this? And I was like, right.
You want to hear my second joke?
Yeah.
That Jack told me.
Let's
Let's
hit me.
let's count me in.
Somehow funnier than any sample we've used so far.
Please tell me that came up. That's
reckon-
those 4 little.
I think it's those 4 little dots on the track right there.
Okay.
I've got nothing left. I've got nothing left.
Okay. Enough
Oh my
laughter.
God. I'm so hot. I'm so sweaty.
Okay. So this guy, he fuck, how did this joke fucking start? Oh god.
Bruh.
Man, this guy stinks.
Oh, yes, we do need that one. I was also
man.
gonna, like, we did like a, you know, like just a boo.
Oh brother, this guy stinks.
Yeah, we'll get that one.
Yeah, we need that one. Big time.
What the hell, my God.
He's in the other room.
The what the hell guy goes to
What the hell?
kitchen.
It's oh my god, what the hell? But you're in the bathroom at the party.
Hold on.
What the hell?
Hey man,
He's outside the door.
can I use? I'm using the bathroom, dude. No, please, no, please stop. Hey,
You're right in there.
Is everything all good today, man?
Hey man, you're right in there. When you like, this guy has been waiting for ages, and then he knocks on the door, and you tell him, "Sorry, I'm still pooping," and he's just like,
He's just like,
"Damn." Is he alright?
is he alright?
Hey dude, you all good?
Oh shit, he's having his own.
Oh god.
We can tell a story through these.
We could
symbols.
literally play with this all day.
And then in the
And then what happened?
then you go back in the bathroom, and then the Mike Urban chat walks in, and he's like,
Whoa, why does he sound like that? The Terminator. Are there other effects?
What the dog doing?
Okay, I fucking forget how to tell this joke. So you need to tell a joke.
oh, "Fuck, I need to
your
tell a
turn.
joke." Let me look. We also here's another thing we used to do quite a bit, and I think we will continue doing is we get up on Reddit. And we just see what's happening on Reddit.
Let's do that later, but that's like that's a nice little like bit to like wind us down. You
I
know?
think the only reason I'm doing that is because I think I've saved some jokes from the past.
True, yeah. We're too, you know, when you make stuff, like if you're a creative MF, like we are, we're constantly making bangers, and sometimes we start lacking in other areas of our creative endeavors. Like we have to look up other people's jokes. I don't think I've ever told an original joke in my life.
Yeah, I mean it's hard to come up with your own joke, especially when what do you call it? I don't know, like in what's that called? The Library of Babel. Have you ever heard of that before? It basically is
Library of Babel.
Babel or Babel or how
Babel.
the fuck you say it. You look up it's like you can look up anything that's ever been said before.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, not even been said before. Like it's said everything that could ever be said in the history of things.
Did you learn that from Vsauce?
Yeah. Fucking Vsauce.
It's what are the Vsauce dongs?
Dongs. And fucking it's just funny because like so it's like even everything we're talking about right now somehow already exists. I got a good one for you, Jack. Okay, ready? I'll let the applause die down.
Sorry.
No. So a Mobius strip walks into a bar, looking pretty sad. The bartender asks, he asks, "What's wrong?" And the Mobius strip says, "Where do I start?"
Is it? I want a way to like bass boost the fuck out of them. You know, that would make my day, but I don't think we can.
Yeah.
I want to like blow everyone's ears out.
You want to destroy the
I want
speakers.
the bruh like.
We just watched. We also like to talk about TV shows
Yeah,
and
we are
movies and
because this is
games and not music. We refuse to talk about music.
Yeah, that's the other rule. There's no music talk.
No music allowed.
Did you know that this podcast is the only podcast where two white dudes sit on a couch and talk about?
It's true.
What we like.
It's kind of insane because there's a bit of an untapped market, and we're just sliding in
this
here.
is like hello.
It's a gold mine.
How's this never been done before?
Yeah, I don't know.
What the hell?
Oh, sorry. Step outside, please, mate.
Sorry, take it outside, dude.
No, wait, no, stop.
You come back. Wait, so is that like frequency? So it's like,
What the
dude, can you just go away? Like, come on, man. It's like,
Oh my God.
He's entering the drop, bro. He's gonna come out.
we could just make music live on the show.
Bruh. Bruh. Bruh.
Dude.
Wait, that keep going.
Whoa, that's loud. Enough.
Enough. Yeah, but this has never happened before. So congratulations for being the first people to witness something like this.
Yeah, good job, everyone. Round of applause.
And one of our, well, I guess it's probably one of my favorite video games.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's up there.
It's definitely like
top 10, I think.
It's probably not one of my favorite video games anymore.
Yeah. I mean,
but that's not to say like that I don't love it, and that I didn't love it when it when it came out. I think it came out in 2014.
Not good for the audio format, but if we were just wowing because that's why, you know.
Yeah,
it's huge. 2014, and
2014. It's almost 10 years ago.
We're talking about The Last of Us, of course.
Yeah, it's now a TV show.
It's just been adapted to TV, starring Pedro Pascal
and
as Joel and Bella Ramsey.
Lydia Mormont.
Yeah, Lydia Mormont. Lydia Mormont from Game of Thrones, which is pretty fun.
I don't know anyone else in the show.
Yeah, I guess like because I mean, like we've watched 2 episodes. Only 2 episodes have come out.
Episodes out, yeah.
And I mean, both have been pretty damn good.
I'm like pretty, you know. I had no expectations. I don't have any expectations for this shit anymore, you know. But I'm like quietly surprised.
In terms of video game adaptations, like I said, I've never really like, you know, I don't reckon I've ever seen one besides the World of Warcraft one, like movie thingo, and that wasn't that good.
And maybe like Arcane.
Oh, true. And Arcane was kind of good. Now I'm thinking about it.
But you know why they're good? Is because they have nothing to do with the games, really.
For sure. I mean, Arcane.
Aside from The Last of Us.
Arcane especially, like, I mean, yeah. But that's what I mean. Like, that's why Last of Us, I think, was such a surprise, because never has there been a video game adaptation that follows, like, a single-player story, and it's been good.
Yeah.
Because from what I understand, I've never seen any of the Assassin's Creed ones, but everyone says they stink.
Yeah. I forgot they were a thing.
What about like there's fucking
Uncharted
was what I was gonna say.
Garbage.
Tom Holland.
But
that's right. There'll be cuts.
Yeah.
Like right here. And we're back.
What was I gonna say? The Uncharted film adaptation with Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg. By the way, Mark Wahlberg.
We need a fart sound effect. Me when I see Mark Wahlberg.
Bruh.
I've got nothing left. I've got nothing left.
Remix.
Let me finish. The reason Wally shit, double trigger.
It didn't work because
The reason the Uncharted movie is kind of stinky is because, like, it's like a big action blockbuster. Like, there's nothing really special about it, you know, aside from the fact that it's, like, just adapted from the game.
Yes.
The games serve the same niche in the, like, gaming industry. They're like big action blockbustery set pieces. They're hardly even games. They're games in that you directly interact with the character and you, like, you know, make them shoot guys and stuff. But, like, the game's on rails, you know. There's nothing you can really directly influence. Through gameplay. And that's kind of what the movie's like. And to be honest, that's kind of my gripe with, even though I loved it, games like The Last of Us, which is why they work so well as film and TV.
For sure. Because they, like, fit
because
that
they're
medium.
essentially just, like, filmed, they're just like a movie.
Yeah.
Like, you don't, you know, you drive Joel around, but, like, Joel is still Joel.
Yeah, you can't just, like, walk off the map, you know?
You can't, like, just shoot Ellie in the head.
No,
you know?
exactly, yeah.
There's only so much, like,
I don't, like,
you can directly, and that's not a bad thing.
I was going to say, like, I don't hate when, like, games like that, because I guess it just comes down to like what kind of game you're looking to play, you know?
Yeah, and not every game has to be like this like deep, intricate web of like gameplay mechanics versus like, you know, player interaction and all this fucking garbage.
Yeah, because like, you know, a game like Disco Elysium would never be able to be adapted because like
no,
of
and
how
apparently
much
they are doing that.
Oh god, why? Like, because there's like so many different like paths that game can take.
Yeah,
you know what I
exactly.
mean?
And
It's,
like,
that one's like really like a situation where it's like you can literally just shoot this guy in the head and then it's like now this NPC's dead or some shit. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Maybe not specifically like that, but you know, like you get the gist.
Yeah.
Something happens and it impacts something else that you could have been a cool story moment.
Yeah, and it's aware that it's aware of what the player wants to do. Like, you know, in Disco, you can be like, I remember so many points where I'm like, holy shit, the game's gonna let me do this.
Yeah.
Is the game gonna let me do this? And then you do it, and you're like, holy shit, the game just let me like say an F slur. You know, it's like bleeped out, but like still. And it's like it makes sense on multiple levels because that's something that the character in the game would do because he's a scumbag, you know?
Exactly. Whereas, like, yeah, Joel wouldn't just, like, do something like that.
Yeah, but I like both games.
Exactly.
I'm not saying one is better than the other. I'm just saying, like, if...
Apples and oranges.
It's like... It's just apples and oranges, I guess. Like... And you can have both, you know? You can have, like, engaging gameplay and also the story kind of be on rails and, like, the whole experience is kind of on rails.
Yes. But I guess it just comes down to quality of that version of that game, you know what I mean?
They're more widely appealing, which is why they're usually so successful and popular. Because anyone can play them, you know?
I think that was like, one of my favorite things about Last of Us is, like, it was, like, very accessible, but, like, it also was, like, there was parts where it was a bit challenging, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't,
totally.
It wasn't just like a breeze, like, walking through easy mode. And I played on, like, normal difficulty, so, like, I can't even imagine what it's like on, like, the hardest.
Like, grounded.
So, like, yeah, it's pretty interesting, like, what you can do.
They all, like, if you are... I like looking of, like, ways to break games and, like, to sort of push the limits of, like... okay, what can I do in this little framework? And, like, how do I, like, break the shit out?
Yeah.
In The Last of Us, the game always kind of just keeps you on it's like a survival horror game, if you've never played
by the way.
before. If you watch the show, you could kind of, like, get that idea from it. So there's, like, resources are very scarce, like bullets and things to heal yourself with and things to craft with are all very scarce. But so the game kind of be like, okay, well, do you want to waste resources on this because you can't guarantee that you'll ever get more?
For sure.
Or do you, like, guarantee your survival and, like, use everything you can? And if you do that, the game will always just give you more stuff when you're almost out.
I see.
It's not like RNG, things spawn in, like,
you aren't just going to be, like, screwed.
Area.
Yeah.
It's like, if you have no bullets, like, you will just find more.
Yeah, okay.
But, like, if you rock around with, like, oh, I don't want to shoot these 3 bullets, so they're my last 3 left, you're not going to find any more.
Yeah, I see.
The game's like, no, he's chill. He's got 3 headshots left.
Yeah.
But, like,
so you just use your stuff.
So, like, when I learned that, I was just like, I'm just going to shoot everyone.
Yeah,
and
sense.
You just always get more stuff back.
Gotcha.
And then, like, for whatever reason, like, this is like a disconnect between, like, player character and, like, the rules the game sets out. Because the people you're shooting at are shooting back at you with seemingly infinite ammo and you can't pick anything up. It's like, hello? And in the show, Joel, like, picks up a bloody assault rifle off the guy.
Yeah, which is like, you get...
Like, why wouldn't you do that, you know? If it's a survival horror game and it's meant to be so hardcore.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm kind of shitting on The Last of Us now.
Come on, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
All right.
No, I mean, yeah, I know. I see all the flaws. And I mean, every game has its flaws, you know what I mean? I mean, like, totally. What's that guy's name? Fucking YouTube Joseph Anderson?
Joseph Anderson, yeah.
Like, I watched he did like a 3-hour review of God of War or some shit.
Yeah. And,
like, for a large chunk of that 3 hours, he was shitting on the game.
Yeah.
But, like, at the end of it, he was like, it's still like a 9 out of 10 game, you know?
Yeah, he has, like...
But he's just giving legitimate criticism. You know what I mean? He's just got, like, despite there being legitimate, like, things to be critical of. It's like,
it's still
that's the things.
experience.
Like, it's easier to like pick apart something than it is to like praise it, I think.
Yeah.
And like, you know, you can be like spend like, you know, your whole time, like, it's like you're not gonna equate it to like, where say if it's like a 9 out of 10 game or whatever, if you're saying like that's my score, 1/10 of it is shit, 9/10 of it is amazing.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be like, you know, he's gonna spend 9/10 of the time talking about how good it is, and then the 1/10 talking about how bad it is. It's just like depends what that 1/10 is, like how important it is. And I think like in the case of God of War, I think it was like the armor system and stuff like that in terms of levels.
Yeah, the like the light RPG.
And there was
stuff.
like a lot to get into there, so like it took up a big chunk of the video. So like it's like fair enough, you know what I mean?
Have you played Breath of the Wild?
Nah, Diego just finished it yesterday. I was watching him play it.
I never owned it. Like I never had a Switch or a Wii U or anything, but I played a lot of it
on your on like an emulator or something, didn't you?
No, I just like when it was out, I was just like hanging out with Tice heaps. Shout out Tice. Shout out Truck. This one's for you, buddy.
I've got nothing left. I've got nothing.
We would just, his brother had Breath of the Wild on the Wii U.
Oh wow! I didn't even know it was on Wii U. That's crazy.
Yeah, remember the Wii U?
No,
Bruh.
I do not.
What the dog doing?
Joseph Anderson has a video on Breath of the Wild, and he says something like, and this is not just something that applies to Breath of the Wild, but that I think is a interesting way of gauging like your experience with something.
Sure.
Say like a game has like 60 levels.
Yes.
10 of them are amazing. 10 of them are like, this is like the best content of this kind of game, engaging in like multiple levels, like gameplay, story, setting, you know, it's just like, oh, this shit rocks, you know. This is like the clickbait where people are saying like game of the year. It's like they're talking about like these 10 levels or whatever. 30 of them are like just okay. You know, just like kind of not, I don't want to say filler, but like just kind of cookie cutter, like.
Yes. Follows a formula.
Yeah, follows a formula. You're kind of just like, you're not hating it, but it's not as good as the 10 levels that you've already played.
So is the point of this to be like, you know, these shittier levels are supposed to bump up the ones that are really good?
Yeah, well, how many did I said already?
You said 40
30.
in total, because you said 30 mid and then 10
30
good.
are mid, 10 are great,
Like
10 are amazing.
Amazing. So 60 are just awful?
And then 20 of them...
Okay. There's more.
Or 20 of them are like trash. Like so bad. Bruh. Yeah. 20 of them, you're playing them and you're just like... You're just like...
So true. I feel like that a lot of the time.
And then like...
Wait, say 20 of them are what again?
20 of them are just like bad. They suck. You just want to like turn the game off. You're just like, oh. Yeah, and your name's, and the game is called Walter. And you're just like, does the 20, it's less than half.
Yes.
Yeah.
But listen, less than half is terrible. Well,
Like 1/3 of it exactly is shit. Dog shit. It could be dog shit for a number of reasons. So the gameplay might not be interesting. It's definitely like padding. It's not engaging in a story way. It could be like flat out broken, like buggy and shit, and it's like unplayable. It could just be like, you know, like just unnecessarily hard, like that one, like the last bit of Elden Ring, pretty much.
oh god, bro, don't get me started. We did a whole episode, remember?
Yeah, we did.
Remember you're like, sometimes we gripe. Well, we did a whole episode griping about Elden Ring for like the entire hour long. It was pretty bad, but it was good. It was a good episode. Do
those 20 levels bring down the overall experience, even though the 10 levels that you played were like perfect?
It's hard to say.
And then a massive like whole, you know, 2/3 of the game a whole another third of the game was still great.
See, it's interesting because I want to say that you're more inclined to remember the good parts over the shit parts because of, I don't know, just because I think it really depends on your mode in the game, but like to use Elden Ring as an example, because I know we've both played Elden Ring all the way through. For that game, it's quite the opposite for me. But I mean, it also could be based on where the levels are placed, you know what I mean? Because I thought the first like 2/3 of the game was fantastic, and it was the last third that really let it down, you know?
Yeah.
And I think because it was the last third, that's why I have such a sour look back on the game now.
Yeah.
If it started with that... Well, see, that's the problem. If it started with that third, then I probably wouldn't have continued playing it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then maybe if it's in the middle of the game, it's less memorable and you see it as a better game overall, you know?
You've really got to stick the ending.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I think people say that about film. It's like there's two parts to a film. There's like the ending and then there's everything else.
To be fair, I think the Farum Azula, like... last kind of
the last real
like,
area
that kind of was, I thought that was really like fun, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think that was like the last fun part, you know what I mean? Like, but like the literal like the last run of bosses, I was like, these suck.
Yeah, I think
especially the last boss.
There's a number of issues that go into it. Let's say that you have to have a game like this. Doesn't even have to be a game. Could be anything. Could be like a film. Or it could be a TV show, or it could be even be like an album, but we're not talking about music.
No, we hate music.
You have to, so it's like you have your budget. 60, you have 60 things. 10 of them are peak, 10 out of 10. 30 of them are the meat and potatoes. And then 20 of them suck.
Oh, bruh.
And they suck for everybody. Everyone sort of agrees, like, yeah, this is shit. There's no apologists.
Yeah.
Like, where do you place... How do you spread out the content so that you're not soured by the ending, you're not turned off by the beginning, and you're not, like, losing steam through the middle?
I think the solution is to just not make shit levels, I guess.
No. There has to be shit levels.
Nothing left.
Is it because...
That was me. This guy was me when I was going through the mountaintops of the Giants.
Yeah.
I've got nothing left. I've got nothing left. Bruh.
Well, like, so is it going back on what I said before, that these shitty parts need to, like, exist so that the good parts feel gooder?
They can, but they also... I think they do bring down the overall experience.
True.
You chill?
Yeah, so I'm just chilling. I'm max chilling over here in ponds, bro.
Just like a serial chiller. You got a license to chill?
I got a license to chill.
Damn. Think of it this way. I think when I look back on like my favorite games, Bloodborne is the one I'm thinking of right now. That definitely has bits where it's like,
Yeah. You could get it out of the way. Yeah, we get it.
a little one.
Wait, ready?
I'll press the off.
3, 2, 1.
Do another one.
Ready, this one's ready. 3, 2, 1. Ready, 3, 2, 1. Wait, 3, 2, 1.
What?
3, 2, 1.
What the duck?
That one was a bit harder to do.
What
'cause-
did you need the whole meal for that.
Oh, the soundboard's
Okay,
fun,
all
guys.
right.
The soundboard's fun. All right, leave us alone. We're having fun.
We're really just like jamming right now.
we're just experimenting. All right,
Yeah.
we're making music.
This really is a post show.
Yeah.
It's like post rock, but the show.
Post rock the show.
Yeah, it's like
When does the show begin? This is the show.
we are
Remember that
too.
meme?
This is the show. Yeah,
from,
always has been.
From Fairly Odd Parents. Because like the Fairly Odd Parents meme. Yeah, classic.
Yeah, classic.
Okay. Anyway.
What the fuck are we even talking about?
You were talking about just games.
Bloodborne
Yes.
is like my favorite game.
True.
When I look back on it, I see only fond memories. I don't see the bits that really drag until I go back and play them. And then I'm like, oh, yeah. And I've played that game so many times.
Yeah.
I have the Platinum Trophy of that game. I think I've got maybe like... I say I was in like Dark Souls 3, but, you know, I know like that game. Like I know every bit of that game.
Yeah.
And there's still bits that I'm like, oh, come on, man. I just want to like get back to like the good bit.
Yeah.
And maybe the good parts do overshadow the bad parts, because when you do that, you're like, oh, like I forgot about this part. This part kind of sucks.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So it's like maybe the bad parts don't bring down the overall experience because you still look back on it with like kind of rose-tinted glasses.
Yeah, I think it really depends on your overall view of the game, you know?
Yeah, if you feel good about it, then...
Because for some reason, like, using Elden Ring as the example again, like, that's a game that I think, like, I enjoyed a majority of, but still look back and go, oh, God, I don't ever want to play that game again. I don't ever want to touch it again, you know?
Yeah.
Even though I loved, like, a good chunk of it, you know?
Yeah.
So interesting how it works, you know?
I know.
Like, whereas, like, Disco, for example, I just can't wait to replay, but I'm sure there's parts of that where I'm like, skip,
Disco, like, I couldn't play a third time, but it's for the same reason why I couldn't play, like, the Return of the Obra Dinn for a third time.
Yeah, because you've, like,
and the same reason you can play the Outer Wilds again.
Even though I did, but, you know.
Even though, yeah, like...
Even though we've both played Return of Obra Dinn twice.
Yeah, but the second time was different.
It was, you're right. Because we were completely... We had both didn't play it for a while, for one. And we did it together, which was really fun.
Yeah, and we're like, how fast can we do it?
Yeah, which like reinvigorated the enjoyment of the game. We finished in like 3 hours, didn't we?
Yeah, it took like 3 hours.
Pretty happy with that. We can get on the speed run.
For all my gamers and non-gamers out there, I think games are an art form.
Yes.
And there's certain games that really show that. And Return of the Obra Dinn is one of them. Now that we're on Spotify and YouTube and Apple Music and Tidal.
I'm trying to entitle. Don't forget Tidal.
Are we on Tidal?
Is probably, I don't know.
Now that we have like potentially new people listening, all 12 of you.
Yeah, we got 10 minutes left.
We can rehash all of our shit.
Should we do like a get to know Jack and Joss for the last 10 minutes? So you said your favorite video game is Bloodborne.
Yeah. Well,
what else is like?
What else is up there?
Top 3.
Top 3. Top 5. Okay. Top 5. So Bloodborne. I don't want to put them in order.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't think I have an order either.
Top 5, just like the ones that come to my mind the most are Bloodborne.
Dark Souls 1. Dark Souls 2,
Dark Souls 3,
Demon Souls. Just kidding.
That joke's for like a few people.
Yeah.
Got to be Bloodborne. If I had to pick one Souls game,
yeah,
it has to be Bloodborne.
I've only played Elden Ring and a bit of Bloodborne, so
even though I'm not going to get into it. Okay.
What? Which one?
No, I'm not getting into it.
Okay. We've only got 5 minutes.
Metal Gear Solid 3.
Ah, shit. Yeah.
Disco Elysium.
Based.
Noita.
Ah, yes.
Roguelikes.
I do want to play that.
And then probably like, oh man,
Gungeon.
I want to say like maybe like Caves of Qud or like fuck it, Dark Souls 3.
You're not allowed.
Bruh.
Fucking have been just turn him down. No,
turn it down a little bit.
Get him out of the way. So yeah, that's like roughly 5. That is 5. They said 5, I think.
Yeah, I think, you know, played a lot of games in my time. Let me tell you.
Yeah, I've not nearly ticked that many off, but
those are the ones that stick out to me as like elevating the genre.
Yeah, I don't know. It's for me like whenever I get asked this question or whenever I like query this question,
Yeah.
Sure. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but sure. Some games almost feel like they don't count because like they just feel too far removed from other games that I play where it's like, you know, like I would say like one of my favorite games is League of Legends, but like it's like I feel like it almost doesn't count because like it's so different to anything else I play. You know,
Yeah.
it almost feels like it's like a different game, like a different media entirely. You know,
But that's the kind of
that's why games are so cool about because you can
Yeah.
have like two completely different things and they get both considered games. You know what I mean? Like
yeah. There's games that are like more focused on like literary writing, strong characters, strong plot,
yes,
like Disco Elysium, for example, or even like The Last of Us. And then there's games that are more gameplay focused, like your roguelikes, like Escape the Gungeon, Enter the Gungeon,
Enter Gungeon, Hades,
Noita. And then there's games that are like enjoyable for their community aspect.
yeah,
And like
League of
multiplayer,
Legends,
like League, even though League fucking sucks.
Brawlhalla,
Brawl.
kind of Brawlhalla, not really, but
It's like a multiplayer game.
yeah. Like Smash Bros and shit.
Yeah. All of your competitive stuff.
Mario Kart.
They should still be included in the conversation, I
For
think.
sure. Like, if we're gonna say that, like, okay, so if I was gonna say like 5, it's fucking hard.
Yeah.
I think Minecraft. I can't like look past it, you know, just because it's probably like,
Totally.
what the fuck is this little bug doing, bro? It's just like
What?
sorry,
Bruh.
bro. That's what I'm saying. This little bug is just flying around and swiping out of the way and just keeps coming back.
I don't think it's a bug. I think I saw it before. I think it's just some fluff.
Maybe I'm fucking losing my mind to some fluff right now. Minecraft. I think speedrunners is honestly going to be up there for me.
Yeah.
I've like, so like I said, it's a weird game because I don't really play games like that much. But I think of all like the, you know, multiplayer kind of like you race your friends kind of games, that's like
Yeah.
my favorite because it's the most just
Fun.
intense and fun and enjoyable. You know, it's kind of like Mario Kart.
That's the other thing. I think, and sorry to interrupt your flow.
No, go on.
But games can just be fun. Did you know that? Games can be fun. Walter. Games can be just be fun, Walter.
What's your takeaway?
What the hell? Oh my God.
Yeah. Exactly, man. Games can just be fun. Like, there doesn't have to be like a prerequisite of like it needs to do this and this and that and this and that
What
and
the
that and this and that and that and this and that and that and this and this and that and that.
God, no way.
Sorry, that didn't work how I wanted it to. Can't do it again.
Yeah.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
I wanted to do like long delay that he's at the Grand Canyon, but it doesn't go that long. Anyway, you were saying?
So I said Minecraft speedrunners. I think God of War is going to be up there. Like, it's kind of hard to pick between the two games because they kind of feel like one entity
game.
together, you know?
Yeah.
But like, I mean, if I were to pick, I'll probably say God of War Ragnarok, but just simply because there is more in it and it is like the finale, you know what I mean? It's exciting.
Yeah.
I think it's, yeah, in terms of just like straightforward story, like single player, like just something you'd watch a Let's Player play, like, you know, that's the number one for me probably.
Yeah.
I think Outer Wilds is going to crack my top 5 for sure as well.
It's definitely in like my top 10, I would say.
Yeah, I think Outer Wilds is just some of the most fun I've ever had playing a game. Like, and probably the dumbest I've ever felt playing a game for sure.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that game where I'm just like, huh?
But also like the strongest like aha moments.
Yeah, for sure. Like,
And
I mean,
like genuine like holy shit.
I worked it out kind of moments.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, I don't want to fill it out with like Obra Dinn could be there. Like, I feel like I've got a few that like straddled like the top 5, but just don't quite make it or something like that. I mean, I've always been a big Pokemon fan, but I'm like straying further and further away. It's like not even like top 20 anymore, you know? Because of just like I played the entirety of the new one and it just wasn't fun. Like,
Yeah. and
I mean, it was very grindy, and I think I enjoyed the whole battling part of it. But it was kind of getting to the point where I was just like, I just want this to be over now. I just want to finish it.
Yeah, and like how do you kind of differentiate them, you know?
Yeah.
They've been making the same game for like
Exactly.
fucking 30 years, you know?
But yeah, something like, I'm trying to think. I mean, Red Dead 2 is like super fun.
Yeah, again, like all these games I played, had a great time with, but
Last of Us, Doom. I've been playing Doom Eternal now. Oh, it's so hard, man. It's kind of like I don't like Doom Eternal as much as I'm liking Doom, just simply because it feels so much harder for some reason. But maybe it's because I'm just not
Gotta get good, bro.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get good. I'm not as good as
Gotta
I
get
like.
good, bruh.
But yeah, there's a lot of good games. I mean, Assassin's Creed has always been up there as well. But I mean, same thing as Pokemon, where it's kind of like the amount of games that just kind of exist in the universe and are like just exactly the same as the last one kind of like diminishes the impact of like the really good games in the series, like Black Flag and Brotherhood and Assassin's Creed 2.
It's so bloated. Like
exactly,
the good ones, the goated ones are still goated, but like the bloated ones have bloated. You know.
Damn, he said it. Holy shit! He just fucking spat facts.
Thank you. Thanks. Oh my god. Whoa.
But yeah, should we wrap this episode up?
Yeah, we've got a minute and a half left on the camera.
Look, we'll have some more get to know Joss and Jack on the future. You got like a whole fucking podcast series to get to know us.
I know, yeah.
So you'll be sweet. But that's our games, top like favorite games, I suppose. So
yeah, I'm sure we will have this conversation another 20 times.
yeah, we'll have another post show come out within the next 2 weeks, I'm guessing.
Cool.
I don't fucking know how this works, but yeah, look forward to that.
Aren't you driving the show?
Yeah, dude, who knows what the fuck's going on, man?
All right. Well,
anyway.
I mean, now this is out, and I can actually I can say, I do a podcast.
Yeah, fuck.
Damn, did you know that we do a podcast?
We do a podcast?
Well, you do like 3-4 podcasts.
Yeah, a stupid amount.
But I do a podcast. It's this one.
It's the post show.
And this is exactly what I wanted it to be.
And it's videoing, and we got
soundboard. We got Bra, we got Walter, we got this guy, we got Sly Sounds.
What the hell?
Yeah, we got it all.
We
So
got all of them. We got EMB all over here.
Nothing left. I got nothing left.
and there will be more. All right. For now.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Peace out.
We'll see you. I don't know when I see you next.
See you in the future. Where's the